Hey, mate, there's a huge problem in the world today, and it starts in our oceans. Plastic pollution is on the rise. Right now, billions of pounds of plastic are covering our oceans, and 40% of the ocean's surface is covered in plastic. To get more information on this issue, let's take a trip over to America. Hello, Doctor. Today we're here to learn about plastics, where they come from, and how they can cause harm to our fellow beings and ourselves.
Well, in America alone, 10.5 million tons of plastic are produced every year, which accounts for 10% of total waste annually. A lot of this plastic that is produced, which is somewhere around 50%, is single-use plastics, like straws, or packaging, or water bottles.
Crikey, that's a lot of plastic. So how exactly does all this plastic end up in our oceans?
There really are an almost infinite number of ways that plastic can end up in our oceans. Well, it gets swept off of our rivers or our beaches and into our oceans. So we need to be very careful about what we leave behind at our gorgeous beaches, because even the most small and seemingly insignificant things can cause immense harm to our environment.
If you go online now and Google plastic pollution, you'll see thousands of images of plastic floating freely around in the ocean, or worse, plastic getting caught on animals. 22% of cetaceans, 44% of seabirds, 100% of sea turtles, and most fish have been found to have ingested plastic, and this ingestion can be fatal. 1 million seabirds and 100,000 marine animals die annually from plastic ingestion. These plastics take up space in the stomachs of marine life, so they think they are no longer hungry. So they don't eat more, and they don't get the nutrients they need to survive. These animals are essentially starving to death. We are part of this food chain too, which is important to keep in mind. We consume fish, crab, and lobster, which means we also are consuming these toxins as well. In fact, 97% of Americans have been tested positive for BPA, which is a chemical found in many commercial products such as toiletries or canned foods. Plastic can also cause entrapment or entanglement amongst the marine animals. This will give them the inability to swim, which can cause drowning or difficulty when escaping predators or finding food.
Besides biotic effects, are there any abiotic effects to plastic pollution?
Well, it has immediate and long-term effects, both of which we are already starting to see.